Hey guys, Prowl 1701 here, and today we're looking at a Doctor Who graphic novel, which is basically celebrating the 13th Doctor. It basically takes place right when 12 is regenerating into 13. Kind of shows us what's going through 13's head at the time, because when we're watching the episode, we don't know what's really going through her mind. We're we're third party outside observers. Third person, basically. But here we actually kind of see what's running through her head. She's thinking, of course, all of her past lives. So we get little snippets of adventures from all of the previous Doctors. It's actually pretty neat. Nothing to write home about, but pretty neat. What I like is that each Doctor is done in their own unique art style. Like a different artist is doing each section. That's actually really cool. Like you get Capaldi here, like right as he's starting to regenerate into her. And you get this art style for the first Doctor, which is pretty cool. I can zoom that out a bit, a little better. And you can see how it switches art style from the first Doctor to the second, which is a little more whimsical, a little more toward the comedic side of Troughton, which I like. And then it gets kind of serious again with the art used for the third Doctor, which is much more detailed. I actually really like that shot of Pertwee. Looks really good. And then, of course, it just goes very silly for the fourth Doctor, which is very fitting for the fourth Doctor. And so, yeah, it's pretty neat. And then, of course, we have... It switches to this for 13 as it's cutting back and forth between 13 just regenerating and her thinking about her previous lives. And there's some neat little stories in there. Some of them are better than others. None of them are too long. It's just little fleeting moments going through 13's head, basically. I really like the art for 6 here. I enjoy that one. And then the art for 7 is also really good. Again, a more serious take. You can get a nice shot of Anthony Ainley's master here, and the 7th Doctor having to foil him, which he does really well. And then the 8th Doctor gets a little silly. Not quite Tom Baker's silly, but a little more lighthearted approach to the art style. This strikes me as early days of the 8th Doctor, the very romantic and hopeful 8th Doctor, which I enjoy. And then we have the War Doctor, where it gets kind of serious again. It's a nice shot. A very John Hurt looking Doctor there. Which is really neat. Of course, again, intercutting with everything going on with 13. And then it switches to 9, and we have this animation style, which is pretty neat. I really like how it switches different animation styles for each Doctor. And of course, the 10th Doctor one here, this is a very, very comic approach, very like independent comic. Maybe a touch of anime in there, which I like. I really like this comic style a lot. Yeah, that's really neat. And then, of course, we have this one for 11. I like that. Lace, you see, is the traditional wedding gift for the 13th wedding anniversary. Wedding anniversary? Whose wedding anniversary? Spoilers. That's funny. I like that. And then, of course, 12's art style for his flashback scene. Which is really nice. And then, of course, it cuts to 13 seeing herself in the TARDIS about to blow up. It's interesting how even though they're taking place in the present as she's regenerating, 12's art style as he's starting to regenerate is different from 13's art style once she's regenerated. That's pretty neat. It does quote a lot of famous phrases in there, or paraphrase a lot of famous phrases, which it's kind of neat at places, but it's overdone a lot. Where I'm like, yeah, I get it, you're quoting famous phrases, I know. But it was a fun read. This was something that was sent to me in that big box that Steven sent. And I definitely enjoyed giving it a read and giving it a look through. Kind of nice to see what was going through the Doctor's head as 12 was regenerating into 13. Nice little look at that. And I definitely, again, really like the different art style. So I want to say a thank you to Steven for sending this and that wonderful big box of things he sent. One of the several comics he sent to me. I really appreciated it. If there's anything you would like to send me, my P.O. box is down in the description below. I also have a link to my Amazon wish list, which I update regularly. And I also have a Patreon if you'd like to support me that way with different tiers and rewards and stuff like that. But if nothing else, if you have enjoyed this video, just click the like button and the subscribe button. That helps me out a lot, and I certainly appreciate it. Most importantly, thank you for watching.